This is the AL7 AfterLife. $59mm in diameter by 44.65 millimeters wide, comes in at 61.25 grams. G20 pads, Boss Ripper bearing, 10mm axle, diamond blasted finish. What else would you want to know? There's a lot. Because you want to know what we changed when we switched from 6061 to 7068, the material base for the design, and that's really what I want to go into for this video. The original AfterLife is a large organic. It's got high walls and it floats. That's kind of what it was designed to do. It's you know, all organics kind of, they speak on wanting to be fun, and that's because they're really not designed to be competitive. They have this higher wall, they are flowy for the most part depending on the weight distribution, and they can be a challenge to use depending on that wall, how high the wall is and how the weight is distributed. So when I went from the 6061 design to the 7068, if you just swap the material, you're looking at a 2-gram increase in the weight. Overall, when we went from the original to the AL7 version, I have a decrease in weight of 1.25 grams. First, you look at the schmoove ring, the little groove there in the wall. I made that larger in the AL7 version. And now this is hard to pick up on camera. You can kind of feel it in the hand, but it is really more noticed side by side in play that the AL7 version is a little bit more forgiving. And I really just made that wall a little bit smaller and that catch zone a little bit more forgiving. You'll see that the catch zone's a little more steep, the wall's a little bit smaller when you compare them side by side. So far with the changes, the material change, we've added weight. We've increased the size of the schmoove ring, and then we've taken weight out of the mid wall, adjusting it to make it more steep. So we've got one change that adds weight and two changes that are taking weight away. So what I did in the cup is, you'll see I flattened out that hub, that nipple a little bit, and overall I took out some center weight, some of that center material. Now, I didn't want this yo-yo to move away from the floatiness, but I also didn't want it to play heavier. We took down the wall size to make the yo-yo more forgiving, so I felt like I could take some weight away overall and still give it that floatiness and playability that I wanted with a lighter weight. So decreasing the weight in those 3 spots brought the weight overall of the yo-yo down, even though the material change is a denser material. I added an accent groove here right on the rim just so that you can more easily distinguish between the original and the AL7 version. So those are the design changes going from the original to the AL7 version of the AfterLife. It still plays like you would expect an AfterLife to play. There are some differences you're going to notice when you play them back to back, but that's the goal. I want it to still live in that same family, but have some differences. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.